Right, welcome. Sage here with, well, Pillsbury Eternity and the whole kit and caboodle. This is the marking the beginning of the Evolution series involving Zymer, the Bard. He is now going to become a Watcher, and this stories will eclipse the events of what it is to be one, and she's describing how it became about in a literal sense. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. Yeah, I'd make it easy because I don't need all this other stuff, man. Pillars of Eternity.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay. Elf. Elf. Wood elf or pale? In this case, a wood elf. Druid. Oh, shapeshift, huh? Oh, this is interesting. Ooh, this is actually tough. See, I don't know which one this one is. Actually, that's not bad. I'll take the... Well, no, the bear. Might and intellect are his things? Really? Resolve is something... Recommended, highly recommended for druid. Highly. How many do I get? Try that. This is culture. Not resolved though. Old Vilea. I went to intellect. Ooh. Hmm. Wow. No artist +2 in lore. I'll take that. I don't really care for much else. Really can't get the long hair one like I want. I wish I could bring it in a little bit more. I think that'll have to do right there. That actually that's him right there. Yep. Oh.
Ready when you are.
I've got this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Louder than I thought.
Not a sound. Huh? Follow me.
Yeah!
God, those are loud, man.
Keeping an eye out.
Jesus.
Hmm?
Leading the way. Yeah. To whispers and shadows. Oh? I shall lead us.
The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood? Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Where would I find these berries?
Grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Where are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
What are those huge rocks coming up out of the
You
ground?
don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
I'll go see about those berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep. Kalisha. Kalisha! He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Certainly.
Arvir. Where's that guy at?
Stay quiet.
Where's the guy at? I know there's a better way than this. Here he is.
Anyone need supply?
You see a man wearing simple but Mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a rag tear in the seam of his tunic.
Got a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road. Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Who are you?
I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
With an outlook like that, I'm sure you do well. Well, see, I suppose I'm trying to do right by my family.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Tell me about the Adir Empire.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Ceres and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire. A fact our companions are quick to remind me of.
Let's see what you got. Well, first off, let's see what I've got. Now, poleaxe.
Something else you need? Looks like we're set.
See, that's expensive right there. I don't have any supplies, but okay. What is quick save then? The 5. Uh,
Oh?
What you need?
Hmm?
is there anything else around here? Really? How do you get them to run faster? God. There's a way to do it. Oh, wow. Okay, that's it then.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
We shouldn't stray too far. Let's check by those outcroppings.
God. Alright, so we got combat.
This is it.
Or is you're some kind of artist, is that so? More of a performer, really. Yeah, how's you have to come here? My troop disbanded. I got ugly things were said that can never be taken back. As our lifestyle, I suppose. You had to expect it was a possibility, no matter how much you didn't want it to be that way. Been a long time since I've been in this way, but I always did like it. Lord Radrick's offer makes the girl think of getting him that. You're here to settle it, the rest of us? Lot. I haven't given it much thought. No harm in that, might as well see what the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind coming this way. I'm looking for some adventure, really. You should hook up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns send regular groups out to unexplored places as long as you don't mind getting in all danger. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odima will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she's always been. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Exmetil, whatever. But I do anything for her. She's what she say. Well, she's a much better woman than me, so I'm here and we'll see. Oh, Dima I've worked with before. Just really drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. What can you tell me about Deerwood? I'm not much for history. From what I know, it used to be part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess a lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. I have to ask my sister more about it. Alright, let's go back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold up my breath that Sparkbill's getting your water anytime soon. It's just what he feels like. When he feels like we should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Streams you set down that way. Come on, let's get away your water. Really? I thought there was more to it than that. Wow, really? Hey. Wasn't he over here? No sign of the guy.
Still waiting on Sparfell, which means he's ignored me again. If I'd known he wanted to slow us down, I'd have just tied him to the back of the wagon and dragged him. I'm sorry, you want your water, you better go find him. He's got all the skins.
I
Shit,
figured-
come on, let's go look for him.
Where is he? Huh.
What a surprise. Sparfel went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cold water. Kaliska waits nearby, keeping watch your eyes. You notice her looking sharply towards the tree line. Out of the tree emerged Sparka, one of the guys barely swimming over the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there's a strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly as he moved towards you with labored breath.
Sparfel? Are you alright?
Sparkle still catched on a rock and collapsed before he feathered shaft with an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush! Hmm?
Hmm?
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Certainly.
What you need?
Oh?
Nothing more, really? Alright, fine. Around you lie the massacred remains of other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Valiska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as to ward off away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering spear with a black beard, tasseled knots, hold a wet blade. At the neck of a man, you recognize his head when the last repairman still standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Why have you done this? You will trespass in a place of which no more man is worthy. You are the trespasser and plunderers, and we will see this outrage avenged. So I say again, lay down your arms. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you're a worshippers of Gallowayne. If Gallowayne told you to stop protecting ruins, would you? Of course he would, but it's by the command of all the gods that accept this charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or because it's what you've been told? It's always been known to my people. I see, and what if Gallowayne's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Gallowayne would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? He would not. He would have told us otherwise. I'm sure he did, just not you personally, but why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted man's grip falters on his axe handle and nearly pummels it. After affording Hedwyn the moment he needs to dodge out of the swing, which comes none too late. Out in a rage, man charges you instead.
Finish them!
Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasp. He now looks at you, but above the sky. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sides, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. I am ready. The wind commenced to, well, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, and upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begins to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is bringing you apart from within. Dig against a wagon wheel amongst the howling maelstrom flashed across chest and bow. Odima's body stirs. With a great effort, he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Running against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet. With every step, you set your hands in the warm folds of weathered rock. You set out pulling yourself from the precipice. With the last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself onto the ledge. Hadon trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Hadon and tops him to the rocky ground. Restrained Hedwyn lashed out forward against the fatigued assailant. He struggles to break his hold. They're close to you, despite the wind from your position. If you were known to throw your weapon at the attack, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. Throw your weapon. Your aim is true and the hit jars Hadon loose. Lurching to his feet, Hadon climbs up that base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, one player's pulling him sideways and turning one of his hands free. But diving onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it, securing his other hand. You pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms would be jerked from their sockets. They just hold long enough for Hadon to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your chest, as though it would shake their narrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath some weight.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Well, you see he's been turned into a druid, of all things.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Windstorm of a kind that only get in your gun path. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glen Fathen word is Beowak. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find a way out. Who attacked us? Glen Fathens. Must be the hut dwellers the demon warned you about. Look, the fangs of Galwayne wore the bridge to the lot. They go to ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Dima, I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. The Gunfathans said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe Odin would never allow it, but as much as the fangs are hotheads, the Glenfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either way, they saw something and got the wrong idea, or those looters are in here with us. There's not something we need right now. What about everyone else in the caravan? And Wheels got hold of them now. God's grant them better luck than we had in our next lives. Let's get going. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs showing through the scaly flesh, but you recognize as Zarup. It watches you cautiously, breathing in rapt sighs. It's okay, I won't hurt you. The Xanther recoils, fingers still wrapped tight around its spear. The creature cocks its head and pushes you up. A soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sits around you and finds something of interest. It steps backward and resumes its defensive posture. Keep your arms and hands still. The creature cocks its head and pushes you up. A solid clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. Slowly back away. Watch as warily as you grow.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Yeah, for a weapon. Okay, fine. Make anything faster though?
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
I don't care. I've got to go in here and see what's going on. All right, fine.
How can I help?
Oh?
Why is he using a weapon? To rape your broke or some shit? Wow. A torch? Okay then.
Yes?
Wait. Do you hear that?
Oh well. A crack runs along the wall from the floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Push on the wall. Despite the damage, the stone looks heavy and solid. Push on it yourself. Does not give. Send Callista. All our strength to make it crack against spread. Finally, the ancient masonry gives way. The wall crashes down, revealing a circular room ahead.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner. How can I help? They'll never know I'm here.
Yes? Certainly.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too. Like the storm path, too.
Okay. Four figures stand before an old worldly and otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled Audra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it, what might be in contemplation. From your vantage point, you're well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you've ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions, just like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet, the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussion of surge, like floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with Audra and trimmed with copper, the style ancient but the chambers unweathered. At the far end of a great pillar of Audra appears to the floor from below. Its shimmering texture gives the illusion of balanced depth. The circular pillar is an apparatus much like the one you've just seen, but minutes multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours, and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them. And they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and similar robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that's hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. You awaken and find your malaise has broken, only replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that do not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures that the machines stand in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Ado and Kalisa lie bloody on the even cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your present hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Well, apparently we find ourselves in an old world full of magic. What place is this? Do we know? I guess we are here to find out then. Mean. What the hell? Vale, the Valewood. If there's anything up there. Dagger. The young dwarf tending to the stew looks up startled as he sees you. He drops his ladle, spattering stew across the ground. What? Get him, you dogs. Make sure your new cook doesn't turn you off. Please, help me out, one of the bandits gives. Pinprick a kick. Pinprick a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Oh, he's getting tore up. Really?
Certainly.
Moab. Moab. Moab.
Damn it, man. Apparently, I need to go somewhere else. That's a little
Certainly.
ridiculous. Fuck.
Yeah.
Moab.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'd welcome some rest.
Really? I mean, seriously. You're not easy. A little ridiculous. The Gilded Veil. Time for a break. Because that strange noise again.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Do you welcome everyone this way? No one's answer here's a buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
No.
Are you absolutely certain? Lord Raderick has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
I've been feeling strange ever since a close call with Bayoak. Is there someone in town who can help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. It's more than everyone in Gilded Vale understands the rules. You said something about Hollowborn and Wadawin's legacy before. I forget that you foreigners do not have its scourge in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Druid for almost 15 years now. Children born without souls. Painful, dumb things that breathe barely but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are punishment from the gods. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Wadawin's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. I see. Lord Radric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. Before I got here, I saw several conducting a strange ceremony in some near ruins. You want to mind where you mentioned that. Trespassing on it and with and ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Wrath have mercy, and we certainly have. Maybe so. Like I said, it's best to stay away from those sort of places.
Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy is struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of breath must be redoubled. What happened? I will know more details when the message arrived. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but this is not your concern. Does this affect the Lord's new offer to sell to new settlers? I am sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn, or stable, for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more then. Farewell. Reach out for the soul. This is what it means to be a watcher? As you near, you feel a vibrant history containing the essence of man's soul. Voices from his past seem to call to you. Not yet. Let's go to the end here. You see four people gathered by the door to the end. Their raised voices, chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Everyone calm down. Whatever this is about, I'm sure it's an overreaction. We're humble folk, but we're no fools. Not like he thinks mocking us while he shelters in our village. We don't take to that kind of talk. We don't take that kind of talk from foreigners, especially not Adirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking out than out here arguing? We don't want your charity either, foreigner. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. So last time I spotted, the elf turns to you. The tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
You're welcome.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightened his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots were caped with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it sturdy and fine.
I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we're separated from some ruins.
Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
A bivouac?
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. What are you doing in Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
I've been experiencing strange things lately. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
I expect that such expertise would be sought be best sought elsewhere. How did you manage to cross these three drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You made a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sister. All that, I tried to tell them. They misheard me. Perhaps altruistically after a few pints and accidents to help. I heard the same thing. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. You don't exactly look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
So do I. Let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Blackhound Inn.
Well met, friend.
Oh, greetings. Welcome to Blackhound Inn. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? Unless you're fond of cold porridge. I can use some reliable work. Do you know of anyone looking for work? Oh, well, I wouldn't say I would speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone on, I'd be happy to send them your way. Maybe later. As you like. Anything else I can do for you? Can I have see what you have for sale? Nothing for me, thanks. Of course, we're running a little short and good these days, but we ought to have more soon.
How do you do?
Oh, again, anything I can do for you? We still have rooms open and it's never too early for a drink. Please sit where you would like a drink or a room. We have two available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by the way of a good meal today unless you're fond of cold porridge. I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. Really, well, let me see. The actual building has been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We've got a lot of new faces here, too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. I used to work the tables, actually, until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, you see, the Black Hound. It's still sitting upstairs pining after him. Poor old girl. Plays it up my hands somehow. From her own end, a lot of hard work. And blah, but it's worth it so far. You only serve porridge? It isn't my choice for sure. We used to have serve some of the finest meal in Deerwood. We have a damn old run of luck this all. I've been in a bad season with the crops and running low on supplies. I sent 10th up north to stock up. 10th are cooked, you see. An artist with a good roast, but it's been days since we were supposed to return. We haven't seen any sign of him. I've only just taken over the last owner myself. I didn't know what I'll do if he just turned up. I could try to find him for you. Really? I'd be grateful to you if you did. It was traveling through the Bearwood. He's probably knocked in a broken wheel maybe, but I do worry. You see him safely home, and I think everyone in here would sing your praises. Nobody would much like my pores. Well, there was some kind of a dog. Hey, we can level up. Now, he's a wizard. Uh, talents. I want that. Talent. Veterans recovery. I want to see where it goes. Alright, so what's this pig ad?
Oh?
Talent stares intently at the covered window, head cocked, waiting to hear a sound. It looks up when you approach and whines a loud noise, tail wagging slightly. Pet the dog. Dumps havoc across the floorboards. I could use a good dog here, girl. Added, okay.
Certainly.
Wow. But fine.
Yes?
Oh, so we've got it out. Looks like after all. Let's go take a room.
Yes?
How do you do?
Room, please. How much money do I have? Your sleep is restless and fever, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallery. The creaking of the ropes grow louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the trees is an old dwarf woman whose face is shriveled inward like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she's mere inches from your face. Suddenly her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they're empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a great gust of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watch her. You jolt awake. The foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating from your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick drops. Your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more. If only confirmed she is truly dead.